Good afternoon and welcome to the Denzel, home of Big Boy TV. This afternoon we're going to talk about educational pioneers, but before I even go further, everybody has had an educational person they look up to, whether it was elementary, middle, high school, even college, some type of schooling. So I want to shout out a few of mine. I want to shout out Dr. Sherlyn Johnson, Mass Communications Department at VSU, Dr. Leon Bay, Dr. Ishmael Conway, and one of my favorites. Gotta shout out Dr. Linda Person, Department Chair of Sport Management and the Hyper Department, Dr. Z in Sociology, Professor Murray in Mass Communications, as well as Professor Leslie Crocker, also in the Hyper Department / Sport Management. This afternoon on the Denzel, we're going to talk about two educational pioneers by the name of Dr. Linda Darling Hammond and Benjamin Franklin. First off, we're going to start off with Dr. Darling Hammond. She is the Professor of Education at Stanford Graduate School of Education and President and CEO of the Learning Policy Institute. She is the author or editor of more than a dozen books and more than 300 articles on education policy and practice. Her work focuses on school restructuring, teacher education, and educational equity. She was an education advisor to Barack Obama's presidential campaign and was reportedly among candidates for the United States Secretary of Education in the Obama administration. Dr. Darling Hammond was born in Cleveland, Ohio. She received her bachelor's magna cum laude at Yale University in 1973 and her master's with the highest distinction in urban education at Temple University in 1978. She began her career as a public school teacher in Pennsylvania from 1973 to 1974. In 1985, after completing her doctorate degree program, she began working as a social scientist for the RAND Corporation. Darling Hammond was a senior social scientist and director of the RAND Education and Human Resources Program when she departed for academics in 1989. From 1989 to 1998, Dr. Darling Hammond was a professor of education at Teachers College at Columbia University. She came to Stanford in 1998. In September 2015, Darling Hammond launched the Learning Policy Institute, a research and policy advocacy think tank with headquarters in California and an office in Washington, D.C. She serves as President and Chief Executive Officer. Darling Hammond was President of the American Educational Research Association and a member of the National Board for Professional Teaching Standards. She has served on the board of directors for the Spencer Foundation, the Carnegie Foundation for the Advancement of Teaching, and the Alliance for Excellent Education. And last but not least, we're going to talk about one of my favorites, Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin was a leading author, printer, political theorist, politician, Freemason, postmaster, scientist, inventor, humorist, civic activist, statesman, and diplomat. I guess you could say he was a jack of all trades. But as a scientist, he was a major figure in the American Enlightenment and the history of physics for his discoveries and theories regarding electricity. As an inventor, he is known for the lightning rod, bifocals, and the Franklin stove, among other inventions. He founded many civic organizations, including Philadelphia's Fire Department and the University of Pennsylvania. Franklin was foundational in defining the American ethos as a marriage of the practical values of thrift, hard work, education, community, spirit, self-governing institutions, and opposition to authoritarianism, both political and religious, with the scientific and tolerant values of the Enlightenment. He pioneered and was the first president of Academy and College of Philadelphia, which opened in 1751 and later became the University of Pennsylvania. He organized and was the first secretary of the American Philosophical Society and was elected president in 1769. Franklin became a national hero in America as an agent for several colonies when he spearheaded an effort in London to have the Parliament of Great Britain repeal the unpopular Stamp Act. An accomplished diplomat, he was widely admired among the French as American minister to Paris and was a major figure in the development of positive Franco-American relations. His efforts proved vital for the American Revolution in securing shipments of crucial munitions from France. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to the Denzel. That's all we have for you. And another shout out to Benjamin Franklin and Dr. Hammond. Have a good one.